One way to track your gratitude is to measure what you have learned. The learnings will motivate and inspire you to set your intention to be grateful. Welcome to Tuesday Talks at 3. This is a platform for women to help one another in our daily journey as we go through the sphere of life. My name is Lucy Macridis, and I'm the founder of LMC Consultancy and an expert in helping women get unstuck and onto their full potential through unlocking their limiting beliefs. I am a clarity coach, a mentor, an online facilitator, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on to this broadcast. Happy holidays. This December, it's all about gratitude, taking stock of the year and giving thanks. Now, the past 3 episodes have all been about cultivating and building that gratitude muscle through habits, something that we can all do. And I have shared tools with you, gratitude tools that you can use as you step, beautifully into 2022. And all this is borrowed from business coach Mark Petit, and he's got a 4-step process. Appreciation was our first episode. You can find that on our YouTube channel. Communing with gratitude as a tool for sustainable attitude of gratitude is also up on our YouTube channel. And last week we were being present. We were being present to and in gratitude. And this also has been loaded. This week, it's all about setting the intention to be grateful. And right now, as we're setting the intention, I just want to check that we are indeed live and that we have the session up and running. And I am just trying to get this, and it doesn't seem to be loading the way I would have loved it to load. Just giving it a moment here. Okay, and yes, we have been live for the last 2 minutes. Fantastic. So it is my hope that these series will help you gracefully exit 2021 and welcome 2022 with gratitude and with the practical tools that we have shared. So by now, in episode 4, you have your 2 areas of focus. These 2 areas of focus are what have been top of mind for you in 2021. If you're still struggling with what these areas of focus would be, I give you a tip as we go out on our last episode. You can answer these questions and get these areas of focus. So what has worked for you is one question you could ask yourself. And whatever it is that has worked for you, those are the areas of focus in your 2021. The other question is, what has challenged you? What has challenged you in your life in 2021? The answer to that will give you the areas of focus in 2021. And last but not least, the question is, what have you learned? Now, again, the answer to this will give you those areas of focus for 2021. So I do hope that this last episode that we're having now in setting the intention to be grateful for gratitude, in appreciation, you will be able to finally put down your 2 areas of focus, because today we're going to work on that. Thank you so much, Kavi, for joining us in. Thank you so much, Ndukul, for joining us. She says, setting the intention to be grateful. You're on board. Thank you so much. We're going to have so much fun today. Sad that it is the last one, but again, all good things must come to an end. Sheila, wow, my sister is online today. Welcome so much, Sheila. Good to see you here. Julio Guto, all the way from Germany. Oh, guten Tag. Good to see you here, Julie. Well, ladies, today we are just looking at setting the intention to be grateful. And we are concentrating on the areas in our lives that we need to work on. And this construct continues to guide our gratitude series, and it should also guide your lives moving forward. As I have mentioned in all my episodes, the 8 focus areas in my life are in no particular order: family, spirituality, friends, fun, health, career, money, and love. And love. Wow, love. And love has got to be the best of it all, or the biggest of it all. So episode 1 touched on career. We would say that it would touch on career and money. Episode 2 was on friends and family. Episode 3 was about health of body, mind, and soul. Now, this week we are focusing on love and fun. Love and fun for this week. The importance of setting our intention to be grateful builds on our ability to love and to have fun. Thinking about setting intention, it's all about a mindset. Now, this October, we chatted about the locus of control. In short, the locus of control is that theory of your perception about the underlying main causes of events in your life. That perception, are you in control? Are you not in control? Are you taking ownership? Are you not? So that locus of control is you saying, this happened in my life because of what the parts that I played. Or this happened in my life because of, and I'll speak Kenyanese here, because of Serikal, because of government. So you're apportioning the blame on somebody else, you're removing it from your area of influence. So locus of control is about whether you are accepting the control of things that are happening in your life. And accepting control could also mean that you know when to walk away. So locus of control, again, the theory of your perception about the underlying main causes of events of your life. And I would love to celebrate these women in my life. There are 4 of them. In October, Joyce Wanjiru, Wanjiku Wanjohi, Catherine Silva, and Junkie Malde. Thank you so much for making us aware of the essence of control and how a slight shift of our mindset can either set us up for success or can set us up for failure. So profound, yet we leave control on the table. Thank you so much for making us aware of this. Joyce Wanjiru, for reminding us to check in on our loved ones and to embrace support systems for well-being, just being in control of our area around, choosing to be in touch with our loved ones. Today we're talking about love. Wanjiku Wanjoy, for encouraging us to take charge of our lives, just taking it back, just taking charge and knowing who is in control. Just knowing in that instant who is in control is very important because it informs your action, your decisions thereafter. Catherine Silva, for calling it as it is. Catherine went on about the buck stops with me, and the buck does stop with you. Are you accepting this responsibility, the accountability, or is it about other people? Have you had conversations with people and half of the time they're not taking ownership? They're always blaming their situation on something else. Their conversation does not go in the line of what they're doing with what they have, no matter how small it is. It's about the small thing that they have that is being taken away by everybody else, and it's small because of other people. That's a defeatist attitude. Times are tough, guys, not only for you, but for everybody. The choice that you make to choose that the buck stops with you is very important because, again, your actions from there are informed. So you don't have any money. So you don't have any talent or gift. So you don't have any family. It's not the end of the world. You start from somewhere. Half of these things we can learn, we can acquire over time. And then we look at the small wins and a bit more of small wins later. Junkie Malde, thank you for sharing the benefits of choosing self over our external surroundings. Especially as women, we are nurturers and we tend to choose the external surroundings, the people around in our lives, and we forget about ourselves. We cannot pour from an empty cup. So Junkie, thank you for sharing the benefits of choosing self over our external surroundings. And I want to thank you, all of you ladies, for bringing back control into its rightful place. Thank you so much, Joyce, Wanjiku, Catherine, and Junkie. Bringing it back to its rightful place. And where is this rightful place? It is in the palm of our hands. It is in self-awareness. Just being aware of the fact that control is there for the taking. And having that choice to either take it or let it go. But having the choice, not making that choice, giving it to somebody else and allowing them to decide for you. Self-awareness involves being aware of different aspects of our self, which includes our traits, our behaviors, and our feelings. And I'd like us to touch a little bit on feelings as we explore the here and now. We'll be looking at the here and now, we'll be looking at the past, and we'll be looking at the future. However, today, as we're exploring love and fun, I'd like us to do a fun exercise. And if you could have a piece of paper and pen, or you could use your phone to save the information. So on a scale of 1 to 10, and for those of you who've been on life coaching sessions with me or training sessions with me, you know this game. So just play it along and see whether your numbers have changed. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would like you to grade, to score, to rank where you believe you are today. I would like you to grade, score, or rank where you believe you are today on matters, fun, and love. Secondly, I would like you to articulate what that ranking means for you or what it means to you. So for instance, love could be at 6 out of 10. I'm just using numbers here just for the sake of the exercise. So for instance, love could be 6 out of 10. Remember I asked on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd like you to score where you're at with love and fun. So we'll take love. So 6 out of 10. And I hope you are writing this down. So let me give you an example. If you're 6 out of 10, perhaps when you articulate it, for you, it means I am present for my loved ones. I am present for my loved ones. That's what it means for you to be 6 out of 10. It also means that I am in touch with their lives. You're happy with your 6 out of 10 because this is what you do on a regular basis. Let's look at fun. And for the sake of the exercise, fun will be a lower score. So fun stands at 4 out of 10. And you articulate 4 out of 10 as, I am busy with studies and I don't have time for fun. Or I am self-conscious and not comfortable letting my hair down. So maybe that's what it is, 4 out of 10. Now, in both cases, I would like you to consider the feelings that you are experiencing as you put down the articulation, as you put down the scoring, the ranking. Just have a look at what you've put down or what you have saved on your phone. Or even now, if you're not in that position to write down anything or capture it, how are you feeling? It's important that you stay in touch with your emotions. How are you feeling? What are you experiencing? What are those emotions that are going through you as you think about scoring love, scoring fun? Are you happy? Are you feeling blessed? Are you feeling sad, unfulfilled? And for guidance, just think about all those emojis that you have when you're on your Facebook. And it just gives you a little face which tells you this is the emotion. Think about those emojis and see which emoji applies to you here and now. So you've actually looked at your here and now. You've looked at two aspects of your life, which is love and fun. You have graded them, you have articulated, and you've attached feelings. These are tools that you can use anytime that you need a self-awareness audit of your present. It's so important to be able to look at your present time, the here and now, and just take stock of it. Let's jump onto our quotes. The real gift of gratitude is that the more grateful you are, the more present you become. So the more grateful you are. If you jump onto love and fun, what was that feeling that you had? Was it a feeling of gratitude, appreciation? How were you feeling? Because then we want you to be present in the moment. So the more grateful you are when you have this gift of gratitude. Our second quote, be grateful for the opportunities to grow, to fill your cup, as you cannot serve from an empty vessel. And I, for one, 2021, we've got 3 days to go. 2021, I have had so many opportunities of growth, and I have taken them on. I have studied, I have researched, I have got qualifications, and I have loved this exercise. I have loved this journey, and to be able to share it all with you. And now I am serving from a fuller vessel, a fuller cup. So the quote is, be grateful for the opportunities to grow, to fill your cup, as you cannot serve from an empty vessel. What opportunities have you had this year that you walked straight into? I'm not a risk taker, but I took risks this year and I have grown. I am still very nervous, but because I've already taken risks, I'm able to step into another risk. What have you done this year? What have you achieved this year? What has challenged you? Where are you today compared to the person that you were last year? Have you grown? These are the measurements. Are you grateful for it? The third quote is, today is your day to start afresh. Choose to start with gratitude. Oh, this is me. Every morning, as I'm doing that beautiful stretch when I'm just opening up my eyes, the words that come into my mind are just filled with gratitude. I am grateful to be able to stretch like this. I'm alive. I'm grateful to be alive. I can hear the birds. I can hear my family. And I'm so grateful. And as I stretch, my day starts. I start my day with gratitude. And I know the next thing is I'm going to jump off the bed and go down on my knees and continue in prayer and thanksgiving. That's how I start my day. But you can start here and now. You can pause this and just get down on your knees and give gratitude and thanksgiving. Start afresh here and now. It is so liberating. It is definitely something that you want to be part of. And I'm hoping this gratitude movement is going to be part of your 2022. It's going to be your success story in 2022. Talking about success stories, in November this year, the Personal Success series was an eye-opener, not only to me, but to many. Thank you so much, guys, for giving me your feedback on this Personal Success series, because we defined success and we caused so many waves. You need to watch it on IG. The understanding was that success is all about having accounts, having investments, having money, having all these material things. But we actually defied that belief, and we demystified it, for want of a better word, and we defined success very differently. We even brought in happiness as a way to define success. It was aired on IG, and I'd love for you to hop on there and have a look, because we had 5 episodes. And a few of you contacted me. Thank you so much for reaching out and asking me, Lucy, what's happening to Tuesday Talks at 3? We're on Facebook and you're nowhere to be seen. We had migrated to Instagram in the month of November, and we were on a roll doing new things. I tell you, 2021 has been about doing new things for me, doing new things, because I was challenged with letting go. And therefore, I just jumped into it. What's the worst thing that could have happened? I asked myself. And now I know it's not the worst, but the best. I have learned new things. I have learned new skills. I have researched so much. My mind has opened up to new experiences. I was on a roll by this November. It was so successful that we have plans to keep our Instagram audience engaged with Tuesday Talks at 3. So next year, we'll be looking at sharing an equal time with our IG audience on Tuesday Talks at 3. The topics that we covered were personal success, failure as an option for success, success being served, shared, the rising of success, and the abundance of success. Like I said, the episodes are on my IG page and they're still available. And please visit there for practical takeaways. For me, I learned a lot. It is about setting the intention. However, setting the intention, it alone will not amount to anything if we're not measuring. For those of you who know me, I'm very corporate minded. There needs to be some sort of measurement, monitoring, something that we can go back and track and see what our growth is all about. So setting the intention can be measured by an outcome. What outcome is it? It's outcome of learning. What have you learned this year? What can you pick this year in gratitude? And just take it and put it in 2022 and even make it better. Just taking a moment to identify what you have learned builds your gratitude muscle. It may sound like something very simple, but if you take the exercise, you will be blown away by the things that you have learned, the small things that you have learned that make a huge difference in your life. Now, if we look at the past, because when you say you've learned something, it's something that's already happened. So informing the do's and don'ts is what the past does. It informs the do's and don'ts that you need to apply in your life today and in your future. Things that you need to consider in your future. Just take a moment here and now and consider an immediate past gratitude. Now, this gratitude could have happened as recent as a minute ago, or I don't know, 3-4 months ago. Just think of a past gratitude and take a moment and think about the teachings. And let me help you along. For example, maybe you are grateful for a loved one having arrived safe and sound, something that perhaps you took for granted, but now you realize it's a great thing that they arrived safe and sound. The alternative is something you do not want to even imagine. So you choose to be grateful in this moment. What have you learned? You've learned the gratitude of that moment. The gratitude that a loved one is important to you. You could be grateful that you are able to have fun learning, that you're able to learn a new skill or a theory. Maybe that's what's happened in this Tuesday Talks at 3. You are grateful that in a fun way, you have learned something new that you are able to apply in your life every day. Something that is teachable, something that you can take away with and apply. So these are your teachings. However, my biggest teaching, especially in 2020, when we were going through that depth of the pandemic and there were so many online sessions, we were getting zoomed out, I realized one thing. Although I was filling up my time with education and learning new things, skills and theories and things that I could apply, the test was in the application, in the execution. I could have learned so many things, which I did, but I didn't execute half of them. I was caught up in this tidal wave of just filling my mind with information, which amounted to nothing after a while, because once the high of learning something new faded and I had not applied it, then it just faded into oblivion. But this year it's been different. I am grateful for the opportunities to grow. I have learned so much and I am applying and executing. So back to you, now that you know the learnings, how will you apply them today and for the future? I would love for you to write down at least one learning and make it a focus for the rest of these 3 days. Just one learning that you take away what you have learned. And this tool that I'm sharing with you will keep you grounded. Every time you feel that you're not aligned, something is off, just stop and register what learnings you have had and focus on one thing. It's the small things that matter. It's not about that big goal. The small things that we build up to the goal. My first quote now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with what there is. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with what there is. That focus that you have right now, the one that you have in your hand, the one that you have learned, and these are your teachings that you're taking away. These are your measurements. These are the outcomes. This is the time to do something with it. It's there in your hand. It's been there the entire time. But as a human being, we're always looking for bigger things. And we believe that the measurement is in something big. I want to bring you back to the small instances, the small things that we do. They build up and they become that big thing. In Kiswahili, we have a saying that goes, haba na haba hujaza kibaba. So it's a small put together becomes one big thing. The second quote for this particular section is, love wholeheartedly. Be surprised. Give thanks and praise. Then you will discover the fullness of your life. So love and joy is right there. Be surprised by things. The sun rises every morning. How about sitting and watching that sunrise and just being surprised by the sunrise? When you have a full moon, look out and just be surprised by how powerful that light is, yet how soft it is in the sky. Give thanks and praise. Allow your heart to open up to this love that is all around you. And this comes with gratitude. The third quote is, I express deep appreciation and gratitude for the small steps I achieve every day. So what small steps have you achieved today? You want to give thanks for those small steps. Remember when we started out today, we said there's one way to track your gratitude, and that is to measure what you have learned. This is how we're going to measure it. The learnings will motivate and inspire you to set your intention to be grateful. So I'd love to hear from you. What are you grateful for today? Perhaps you took a bit of the wise words that I said to you about how to spend time with your family. If you remember, we talked about the 5 things, the do's and the don'ts, that Deepak Chopra gave us of how we can exercise being with family. I do hope that you're willing to share that with us. And I'm here on standby. I can see the chat is right here. Perhaps it's something that you want to share with us. What did you do this festive season that you are grateful for? What tips did you apply from this gratitude season that actually worked out? And you're going to step into 2022 with them. I beg your pardon. I have had so much fun this December gratitude season. I have researched for these episodes. I have come upon things I never knew existed. I have researched even further. And this has cultivated my gratitude muscle. I'm just so full of appreciation for the information that is out there. And the beautiful thing, as I had shared before, is the minute you start searching something on the internet, in the wide world web, when you look at it, it starts to follow you because that is the remarketing that is happening out there. And because I was searching for gratitude, so much was coming. I was so inundated with information that I was basking in it, and I loved it. Sharing with you my findings has stamped the truth of gratitude in my heart. Thank you so much, guys, for being here with me. I mean, we've got you right now on this session, listening to the findings for the December gratitude season. I am now ready to exit 2021. We've got 3 days to go. I am ready to exit 2021 gracefully and to claim 2022 with a full heart of gratitude. What about you? What about you? What are you stepping into the next year with? Well, I've got tools and tools that I have learned, that I have acquired as I have put these series together, these episodes, so to speak. The first one is active gratitude. If you remember from our first episode, we talked about seeking it out, planning in advance, because we are grateful after the fact. How about spinning it around and choosing something to map out in your lives that you will be grateful for in the future? That was a powerful one for me. So already I have set out my intention in 2022, and I'm already grateful for the outcome of that I have set out in 2022. The second tool for me is appreciating the people and things around me, because every season there are people and things around me. They come in there to fuel my purpose, my God-given purpose, for what God wants me to know, to learn, to experience in that time in my life. He sends me the people and the things, and mine is only to appreciate. Yes, people come and go, things come and go, but what were my lessons? What am I left with? Just to appreciate that, and I hope that's one of the tools that you are taking away with you. Weaving gratitude into my conversations. I'm telling you, this is already happening and I'm loving it. And if I haven't woven the gratitude, I keep thinking, what is missing? What is missing? Because it is now a habit. It is now a habit. I am grateful for this. I am appreciative of this. I'm thankful for the other. This has become my language now. And because I've done it for more than 21 days, it's become my norm. And therefore, if I don't weave gratitude into a sentence, if I don't hear somebody weaving gratitude into a sentence, I don't feel aligned. This is because I have made this into a practice in the last 21 days. Seeking peace of mind and purging the noise in my life. That was powerful. Purging the noise in my life. And I do hope, guys, you were able to purge one thing in the past 1 week and appreciate the silence in your life. So seeking peace of mind is beautiful. When we talk about mental wellness, it's the peace of mind that we all want. And it's on our terms. What is a peace of mind for you? Define it and then seek it, and you shall find. Purging the noise, the distraction in your life. There are certain things that we don't need in our lives, and we just did not know that we allowed them to creep into our lives. We can take them away one after the other. Purging the noise could also be toxic relationships that you're getting rid of in your life. What is it for you? Because it has to be for you. This is your life. I loved the sixth one, I beg your pardon. I loved the sixth one, which was understanding why I am grateful. That why is powerful. Just being able to sit back and understand, why am I grateful for receiving that call? Why am I grateful for receiving flowers? Why am I grateful for this person spending time with me? Why am I grateful for a message? Why am I grateful for an M-Pesa? Why? That why. It really stopped me in my tracks and allowed me to be able to savor it before I said thank you. Because it is a blessing, guys. When you receive certain things, it is a blessing. And you want to be able to stop and understand why. Only then can you be more grateful in the future. And only then can you pay it forward and do it for somebody else. I hope I am talking to somebody right now that you need to understand your why. I would love to hear from you guys here. Please feel free to chat me here and maybe share with me what your why is. What is your why? Curiosity of a child. Remember that one? I remember Sheila commenting about curiosity of a child, that she was going to tap into the curiosity of her childhood and just be able to allow that child to come into her lives. So like I said, I'm not a risk taker, and children are risk takers. They do not know any better. They just know that they're in that moment, they're thinking of that moment, they are so engrossed in what they're doing. And once they have learned what they were learning, they move on. No strings attached. And tomorrow, when you ask them a question, they then pull from that learning. So what have you learned is very important. And it is my hope that this is your takeaway too, or rather all these 7 takeaways, that they are yours too. But it would not have been possible without you. And I thank you. I thank you for always showing up here in my sessions and giving me that reason to show up. I had so much fun this December, but you know what? It's already in the past. Sad as it may seem, what we have just gone through in that second is in the past. So when we're talking about the past, let us think 2021. Like I say, 3 more days to go. We're already in the past of 2021. The past has been lived, and this cannot be reclaimed. It's gone, guys. It's gone. It cannot be reclaimed. We are looking at the here, now, and the future. So the here, now is powerful, and we sampled this last week. We talked about being present to and in gratitude. We want to be present to the love and the fun that we're talking about this week. We want to be present to the gratitude. We want to open up our hearts to this gratitude. So when we know that we are in the here and the now, we said last week, it allows us to have clarity, focus, and attention to detail. We then totally understand where we're coming from. who we are here and now, and we are savoring that moment. Just like that curious child, they're there, crouched down, looking at this one thing and marveling at it and experiencing the moment. So that is the here and now. Tomorrow is not promised, but it is a place of hope. A hope for a better version of self-awareness and in turn, a better version of you. It is so important that we are self-aware and that we know where this locus of control lies. Are we taking it and owning it? Do we have ownership? Or are we giving it to somebody else and giving it away and therefore blaming everybody else for the things that are happening in our lives and not taking ownership? The future can be imagined and actions put in place to make it a reality. Now think 2022. I'll say that again. The future can be imagined and actions put in place to make it a reality. 2022. So how do we open up our hearts to this gratitude to make 2022 a reality? I would like us to go back for a moment to our grading, our scoring, and our ranking of love and fun. Now imagine where you want to be with love and fun in the future. So this is your future of love and fun. And the beautiful thing about the future is that it can be imagined. It's a dream. So think big. Where do you want to be? Think big. And then now we need to come down, like we say in Kenyanese, and things on the ground. How are we going to make it a reality? So I want you again to grade, rank, and score it, and I want you to articulate it. Let's just go back and look at what love was. For the sake of this session, love was on a 6 out of 10. And when we articulated the example I gave for your writing out and for your understanding, deeper understanding, is I am present for my loved ones. I am in touch with their lives. That was a 6 out of 10 articulated. I want you to target 1 or 2 points at a time, just 1 or 2 points, because I believe that the small steps will help us get to that bigger dream. So let's start with the small steps and just target 1 or 2 points. So we're moving love 6 out of 10 to either a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. So it is measurable. And I give you an example. I want to connect every day. I want to connect every day. Social media has given us this opportunity to connect every day. So what will connection be for you? It's not about the smiley. It's not about the amen, the 2 hands together. It's not about the thumbs up. It's not about that. It's about you engaging. And it's about you engaging with a response. So if a loved one sent you a post, engage with words. Thank you very much. Not just a thumbs up or the prayer hands together. Make something out of this articulation. What is your connecting of every day? Is it you then saying, thank you so much for your post? It has touched my life today. It is what I needed to hear today. It is whatever it is, engage. Or maybe you're the one who's sending something and you're saying, I thought of you today. Or I'm sorry that you're going through a tough time. I hope this lifts you up. Connect in a meaningful way. So that's one. If you want to go up from a 6 to a 7, it's something that you do every day and you can actually measure it and tick it and say, I've done it, and be grateful and appreciative and thankful at the end of the day. A second one could be, I want to have a meal every week. So remember, we're talking about our loved ones. You want to be with them. You want to keep in touch. You want to be present for them. So one way could be to have a meal. I'm just giving examples to give you an opportunity to think about the things that you can do for love to grow it a point or 2. So maybe you want to have a meal every week. What does that mean? It means perhaps you need a schedule. It means you would be cooking. Which loved ones are you putting around the table? Is it all of them? What is the conversation that you're going to have? There's a plan that goes into this. It just doesn't happen by accident. So I want to have a meal every week. And every end of the week, you can tick and say that I have done. That is love. Maria and Jerry, thank you so much for joining. You have a comment. Please give another example of articulating it. Aha. So maybe, Maria, you could just type in and be specific. Are you talking about articulating for love? Are you talking about the meaning of articulating in this way? Are you talking about the grading? And while you're just typing it in, Maria, I'm just going to give a shot at it about articulating. Let's look at love again. So love, 6 out of 10 in the here and now. I had asked you to grade what you feel about your situation of love. So the 6 out of 10 was just a number that I picked to allow you to understand, have a deeper understanding of grading, ranking, or scoring. So I gave a 6 out of 10, and to qualify the 6 out of 10, we articulated. Articulated meaning that we explained what a 6 out of 10 meant. Maria, I hope I'm answering your question. So I gave an example that maybe for you, love being 6 out of 10 means you are present for your loved ones. Just that, you're present for them. And present is your own perception. What does present mean for you when you say you're present for your loved ones? You can break it down even further. Does it mean that when they call, you pick up? Does it mean you pass by their house once or twice? Does it mean you send them a message on WhatsApp to check on how you're doing? Does it mean if they call you for help, you're there even at 3 a.m. in the morning? What does that mean? I am present for my loved ones. The articulation is yours. This is an example. 6 out of 10 could also mean that I am in touch with their lives. You know, it's a funny thing how we say that we know people, we know what they're going through, and then you hear something about your loved one and you're in deep shock. In fact, you're traumatized. Because if you knew, perhaps you could have done something about it, especially when it comes to things like illness. Oh, I can see that I'm answering your question, Maria and Jerry. Thank you so much. You say, yes, you are. Thank you. So at times we feel we know our loved ones, and then we come and find that they've been struggling with an illness, physical, mental, an addiction. And yet we did not know, but we say, oh, I'm in touch with their lives. And this is perhaps where your 1 point or your 2 points for your future come in. When you say you want to connect every day, what is it going to be like? What does it look like for you? Right, then we move on to fun. Fun, for this reason, was 4 out of 10. And we said 4 out of 10 because I am busy with studies and don't have time for fun, or I'm self-conscious and not comfortable letting my hair down. Many of us are introverts. We are self-conscious and we're not comfortable about letting our hair down in public. Catch us behind closed doors and just see how we are letting that hair down. So maybe that is you, and therefore you've given yourself a 4 out of 10. And then that 1 or 2 points, remember I was talking about being grateful for the 1 or 2 points that you can apply in your life. Maybe you are saying, I want to spend 1 hour a day on fun. This could be spending fun with your friends, with children, with adults, whatever it means. Write it down and be specific. At the end of the day, tick and say, I have done my 1 hour of fun. Or you could be saying, I want to have me fun time through watching comedy, or I love comedy. So what is it that you're going to have? Is it going to be once a month? Is it going to be every weekend where you're going to binge on comedy? Is it going to be about reading books? Is it jokes? What is it? Is it stand-up comedy that you go and you watch in person? Are you going to be able to watch, like we say, movies that are comedy movies? What is your genre? It's up to you what you want to do, but you want to do something that is going to give you a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. Remember, a bit at a time to build yourself and open up your heart to gratitude is more sustainable than trying to conquer a huge goal. The huge goal is there, guys. That is your vision, your mission. That is where you're headed to. But we need to take our small steps today and be able to appreciate them. Now, just like last time, I want you to consider the feelings that you're experiencing and note them down. Now that you know what 1 point or 2 points means for you, write down the feeling that's associated with it, because that self-awareness is about being in touch with your feelings. And when you're in touch with your feelings, you're so grateful. You know, am I happy? Am I fulfilled? Am I sad? Am I feeling overwhelmed? You need to know that self-awareness so that you are grateful for the place that you are in. I was so overwhelmed, but in my gratitude journal of every day, I find that my heart is lighter. You're already measuring. You're already monitoring. You're already giving yourself a tick for the small little steps that you're taking. I'm just going to share my screen right now, and I hope I can do this without a lot of mess. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen because it's something that I am planning for next year. Let's see, have I? Okay, if somebody could give me a thumbs up in the Facebook chat that you can all see my screen. If somebody can just give a thumbs up or say, yes, we see your screen, Lucy, so that I know that we are all on the same page. Can you see my screen? There's actually something about 2022 on the screen. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you so much for that acknowledgement. So on the screen is thank you so much. I can see the thumbs up coming in one after the other. Thank you for that acknowledgement, guys, for being here with me. On the screen, I have got a session that I have had so much fun putting together. It is called Personal Planning for 2022. It's a time for clarity. And you know, my name is Clarity Coach Lucy. I've had so much fun putting this together. So in this personal planning, it's about identifying, planning, and executing. So we're going to identify, and you've already done some of the tools here. We're going to identify where we are here and now. We also, thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you so much, Maria. We're also going to identify, although we know where we are here and now and where we want to go, we are also identifying the risks. We're identifying the things that could go wrong. Very important. That is so much fun because in most programs, when you're told, let's identify, you're just identifying the future and going for it. And you're not even prepared for the bumps, for the potholes, for the rain showers. You're not aware of the lightning rods that are going to hit you along the way, because this journey will not be smooth. It will not be smooth. This journey is going to be one of a learning experience. You have a game plan, but it's not going to be straight 100 kilometers per hour and you get to the end. You're going to have to hit some scary corners. So we do identification, then we plan. The planning. I'm a planner. My OCD, I tell you, drives people crazy. I'm a planner, so I loved this part of the session where we plan. How are we going to do this? In what way? What are we breaking down? What does it mean for us? Articulation. And how long are we going to take for us to be able to achieve that planning? And then execution. Now, in execution, this is when we separate the doers from the talkers. You might be asking yourself, every year I make a plan, Lucy, but as I make this plan, another year comes again and I have not executed. Why? What is wrong with me? Well, actually, the gift, the essence, the secret is in the execution. And I take you through this. So goal setting by LMC, 15,000 shillings per person. You can come alone. It's a one-on-one, but it's more fun if you've got a group of your friends. I take 5 people maximum. Come on in and DM me and I will give you the prices when we're in a group. Or it could be $150. It depends how you want to be able to pay me. Call me for details. However, if you are driven and you already know that this is something that you want to do, hop onto my IG profile. Lucy.Macridis is my handle, and you will find my form, the registration form, in the bio, and go ahead and fill it out and it gets to me and I will give you a call. Now, here's a special offer. If you are able, if you are interested in this and you are able to book before the 30th of December, I'm offering you 20% off the 15,000 or 20% off the group if you're coming up with a group. And we will work out on dates of how we can do this. So 2022 personal planning, I'm calling it PP 2022, and you'll be following the hashtag and seeing how these things are happening. My phone number is right there. You can follow us on my Facebook, but we've got our website right there, which has got more information. And I'm just going to take this down from the screen, and hopefully I can get back into my session. Yes, I can. And there we are. I'm feeling very clever right now. Yes, so we are looking at a time for clarity. We're opening up our minds and our hearts to gratitude, which is a very important thing for all of us. And we come into our last 3 sets of quotes as we come to the end of our session and close this year. The first quote is, winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you are doing better than you've done before. So there you go again, the small steps. What is that one point you said you were going to do in love and fun? And it's not only unique to love and fun, that is our theme for today. It's the other areas that are important in your life: family, friends, health, career, money, physical fitness, spirituality, whatever it is that's important for you. You're just doing it one step at a time. Don't beat yourself up. Take it at your pace and celebrate your small wins. The second quote is, gratitude helps you grow and expand. Gratitude brings love. It brings joy and it brings laughter. It brings all these into your life and into the lives of all those around you. You become a magnet. You become contagious because people want to catch what it is that you have. And this is the movement of gratitude. I have started my movement of gratitude, and I intend to keep on rolling with it through 2022. And I hope that this is your wish. And as we come to the end, my final quote for 2021 is from the very wise Maya Angelou. And may her soul continue to rest in peace. She said, let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer. And let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good. Powerful. Our takeaways today are 3. Use your emotions by being self-aware. Remember, everything that you do, ask yourself, what feelings am I experiencing? Emotions are important so that you know yourself, that you know this is how I act. This is a specific feeling that I need to get rid of. This is a specific feeling I need to build upon. It's up to you, and I do an entire course on that. Measure your intention by the learnings. Oh, we did so much of this today. There has to be an outcome, guys. And that is how you measure your intention. Otherwise, it means nothing. It's just a dream you have, an intention you have, but you have not executed. And we want to separate the doers and the talkers. So let us be the doers. Let us be able to measure our intentions, set out our intentions for gratitude, for life, and work on our learnings, because our learnings will help us to apply it in the here and now and the future. And then open up our hearts to gratitude. So important to open up our hearts to gratitude. Now that we know what we know, how then can we execute it in life? And therefore, anybody who sees us, how do they refer to us? Are we referred to as that person who's grateful, thankful, appreciative? I want to be like them. And there you have it. 4 specific ways that we can cultivate and build on the gratitude muscle. And this all came from the business coach, Mark Petit, and I've loved researching on him and working on these 4 areas. You have 4 tools that we can use as we acknowledge the year 2021. Let's acknowledge it. But remember, it's in the past. We're now looking at 2022, that is our future. The story that you have written about yourself up to this moment is in the past. We're in the here and now and in the future. Let us use it to inform the here and now and the future. Because the only true moment that we have is that here now, right here now. The past is integral in informing the do's and don'ts for today and the future. The future is about being a better version of yourself. Did you get value from the December Gratitude series? Drop us your comments on our social media pages and help us to serve you better. Remember, my IG handle is lucy.macridis. Drop me a message there. Drop me a message on my Facebook page, which is #TuesdayTalks@3. Drop me a message there. And you could easily drop me a message on LinkedIn, because then you stand a chance of winning PP 2020 valued at 15,000 shillings. So you want to do that? Tag us, tag your friends. Let us see how this can go viral, because we want to be ready for 2022 with all the tools of gratitude. In the meantime, remember to like our Facebook page to receive regular updates of these scheduled talks. Visit our website, which is lmcconsultancy.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, LMC Consultancy. Remember to hit the notification button for prompts of new videos. So let us help build each other through an attitude of gratitude. But until then, a blessed, happy new year to all of you, and be kind to yourselves. Bye-bye now.